Welcome to the Land, your bet sports betting show. 2 WNBA games here on Monday. Got a rematch with the Sky and the Lynx after a big upset there from Chicago at home. Also got another game with Phoenix. They're taking on the Valkyrie and Golden State, and they are going to be without two of their key players in Sabali as well as Kalea Copper. So we got to look at how that's going to impact things. Had limited time to get some graphics out, but we got plenty of research in here for you guys. Rough couple days over the weekend there. Lost about 4 units over the weekend. So looking to get it back here. If that all sounds good, give this video a like. Let's jump right into it. Like I said, have the rematch of this game that just ended with Chicago winning here on Saturday. And that did kind of mess up a couple of the unders I was looking at with Atkins and Reese. Cardoso had a massive game. And I wanted to show you the starting lineups once again, because I think the key here is that Reese and Collier are on each other, which sort of limits Reese's rebounds. We saw that in this last game. And we've seen that in with her in the history that she's had against Minnesota, playing against them, guarding Nafisa, having Nafisa guarding her, limits her rebounds. But she's done a pretty good job scoring, I will say. She obviously has some size advantage on Collier there. And then Cardoso has a really good matchup because they leave Alana Smith one-on-one. 6'7" versus Alana's like 6'1", generously speaking. So it's a pretty big advantage there for Cardoso with the size when they leave her one-on-one like that. We'll probably be going back to her props like we had her in the last game. Looking back at this game, like I said, last time went up with Ariel Atkins and went under on the PRA. I think this time I'm going to learn my lesson. She took 21 shots in this last game, but the rebounds and assists are still a really good look. Look, let's look at the matchup here head-to-head. First game that they played against each other was getting a lot different sort of usage as well. Definitely a lot more on-ball looking to facilitate. They're going through the high post a lot more. You see a lot more of the Angel Reese assists as a result. Other players definitely getting involved in that aspect of the offense. So the assists are a good look to the under, and the rebounds, adding them. I love that under for her because she is guarding Kayla McBride for the most part. That's been her matchup historically against this team. I think we're going to continue to see that, right? There's no reason to think those matchups will change. And when she's guarding Kayla McBride, she's guarding a shooter who's out there on the spot ups. She needs to stick to her. Didn't do a great job last game, but it did lead to her continuing to go under on the boards. Had 3 of them in the last one, just 1 dime. I like putting them together to go under for her in this game. And then for Reese, man, look, she's taking the shots and she's doing really well on offense. 8 for 14. Looks a lot better. Maybe been in the gym since people online have been making fun of her ability to make layups and such. But the rebounds at 12.5 are still really high. And you, once again, look, what we did last game was look at what she does with Camila Cardoso out there. And it's a lot worse. 11.8 boards per game, about 2 fewer than when she's playing without Cardoso per game. And against this Lynx team who just bad lost in this last one, shot a decent percentage, but in the first half were awful. And that led to a good amount of boards. And I would imagine that they're going to be making a few more shots, fewer rebound chances for Angel Reese in this game is what I would expect. Tough matchup again with Collier guarding the person who's scoring and shooting a lot for the other team, limits the ability to get boards. So I continue to like the under for her, which does lead me to like Camila Cardoso once again, especially on the boards. They're 7.5. Going to take those to the over. And the points, I still think she's good for 11.5 or so. There's a reason that she's done so well this season. In that last game, 17 and 15. Even going back to last season against the squad, averaging almost 10 boards per game, 10 in 2 of them, double doubles in 2 of the 3 that she played last season as well, right? Averaging like 22, 23 PR per game versus this team last season. This season also at the 32 she had. I think that continues to be the case because, like I said, they leave her one-on-one with, they leave Alana Smith one-on-one with her and guard everybody else pretty well, but not Camila Cardoso, who should be able to have her pick of options when she gets the ball down low. Love her on the PR combined once again, and definitely if you want to play both of them individually, points and rebounds, Cardoso is going to continue to be a beast, I think, in this matchup. Nafisa, she did sort of bamboozle us here. I didn't take her in this last game. I'm still leaning to the over whenever we get 21.5 for her. I do think I'm going to be playing that in this game. They need a victory. She finally got up. In the first half, looked really bad. Second half came back, had about 18 points to get her pretty clean over the 21.5. Same prop as last time. I would be going right back to her. I mean, 18 shots. That's about what she's been taking even when she was going under, anywhere from 16 to 20 shots. That should be good for 22 points for her once again. Not the easiest matchup with Reese because she can't bully her down low, but she should be able to score from outside a bit more as well. And she gets to the free throw line about 8 times per game against this squad. So liking her on the points, that's really the only person I trust right now as this Lynx squad continues to mix it up. Courtney Williams, super hot, continuing to be that. The PRA for her is still really high when you look at her on the season, but this is a really good matchup for guards. If you wanted to take an over for anybody, it would still be Courtney Williams alongside Collier for me on this Lynx squad. The other matchup here is interesting. It's the Mercury. They're in Golden State here. Golden State finally back home after a bunch of road games in a row, and they're going to have everybody. Nobody hurt for them, but for the other side, right? Alyssa Thomas's Mercury squad, they're going to be without both Sabali and Copper, and I promised you I would be saying Sabali correctly. I'm starting to get better at it. Sabali. So she and Copper out once again, third game in a row, and it's actually been not that bad for the Mercury, who won really big game against the Lynx in their last time out, and then beat the Wings by 30 after a bad loss without those two. But without those two, obviously things change a bit for everybody. So let's take them out and see the props that we actually have available. There's like 3 players on the Mercury that we can't even bet. But if we look at the 2 games now without both those players, PRA for Alyssa Thomas, she's averaging 41, really high number at 33.5, but she's shown she's capable of it without these two. And then looking at Sammy Whitcomb, similar look here. She's actually been really good, and we're finally getting props on the rebounds, even the dimes for her. So like PRA, I think is still a good look for Sammy, who's going to be playing close to 30 minutes, if not more. She played 27 in the blowout and then played 29 in this last game. Wasn't playing that well, wasn't shooting that well, only got 9 shots off, but that Lynx defense is much different. And that's why I still do like Sammy Whitcomb. So to get to the bets for you, Sammy starting right there. Do like her on the points, like her on the PRA. Definitely think 12.5 is good for the points, and you can look at 15 plus. This is not the same defense as the Lynx, who shut her down pretty well. 3 for 9 from the field. Didn't even really let her get the shots off. Only 3 3-point attempts for this lethal shooter. This team is not the same. They collapse down low. They definitely don't leave you one-on-one the way that the Lynx do. The Lynx do. This is going to be a team that's going to trap a lot more, double down low to keep the bigs from scoring. And as a result, they're not a good defense against the spot up. They're not a great 3-point defense because they give up a ton of threes. They give up the most 3-point attempts per game. So this is a pretty opportunistic matchup for Sammy Whitcomb once again. I expect her to have a nice bounce back. Like her on the points. The threes here at 2.5 or plus money. Still good with those because that's going to be where she gets her points from. If she's scoring and making buckets, usually it's going to be from 3. So I'm still good with her to get 3 plus there. And then for Alyssa Thomas, this is getting a little bit high for me against a really good defense. I know she played a really good defense last time. Big game that she definitely got up for in that one at home. This one on the road against a very good home team and a very good defense, second best defense in the league for the Valkyries here. All this stuff is pretty high for her, so I'm probably staying away from her. Gonna stick with the Sammy Whitcomb bet in that one. And then on the other side, like this Mercury defense has been pretty good without Copper or Sabali, which is a little bit surprising. But we were talking about Veronica Burton in the Discord there, the VIP Discord, and the assists were something that we've been looking at. 5.5 plus money is probably good. 4.5 if we could get it would be my preferred number for Burton. That's a consistently good over for her. 5.5 we're getting a little bit close to too high for me, even for plus money here. I still think that the number one play for me in this game is going to be Sammy Whitcomb. Not sure if I'm going to be able to pull anything else out of this one because not trying to force any bets after losing 4 units over the weekend. All right, y'all, I did mention the VIP Discord. If you do want to jump in, not miss any of the bets that I'm playing, you can get a free month in here if you just sign up to any of the sports books that are listed here. They're all listed in the description of the video as well. There's a link to them, so you can just kind of see all the bonuses and all the codes that the code is LYB, all the bonuses and free money that you can get from signing up using code LYB for any of those books. Do that and just let me know. Just hit me up on Twitter or Discord at JLBoogie. I'll go ahead and get you a free month if you just let me know you signed up for one of these books. So going to be back, going to try to turn out these easy go videos when I can't really get to making all these graphics and getting intricate with you guys. We'll keep it light, especially when we only have these 2-game slates. So we'll keep it going in the W, y'all. Big things on the horizon as well. Been looking at the website. Got a lot of stuff coming this summer as we gear up for the fall, especially with the NFL and NBA. So best of luck here on Monday. And until I see y'all next, happy betting.